Welcome to the Zay Zay Zone. I'm Isaiah, aka Zay Zay Nicks, and today we are going to talk about the Australian children's group, The Wiggles, and a controversy that tarnished their brand for a good part of 2012. For years, The Wiggle had brung squeaky clean fun, education, and entertainment to children around the world. But there was a time where The Wiggles messed up. But you may be wondering, how did this global brand mess up? Well, it all began with the 2012 shifting between Greg Page, the original Yellow Wiggle, and his replacement, Sam Moran. Before we get into that, we must talk about why Greg left in the first place. In December 2005, Greg had received a double hernia operation, and then he was feeling better until about August 2006, but he was suffering from many serious complications, including fainting spells and loss of balance. And that had gotten so bad they had to stay behind and not go with his fellow Wiggles on their US tour. And after that, he was diagnosed with orthostatic intolerance.
For some time now, I've been suffering from a condition which I've recently found out is chronic. It's a condition called orthostatic intolerance, which basically means that when I stand up, my heart doesn't pump enough blood around my body. Now, it's not a life-threatening condition by any means, but it is one that's going to be with me for the rest of my life, and it will mean that I have to make some changes to my life in order to manage it. It means that I'll no longer be able to sing and dance the way that I want to, and as a result, I've decided to stop performing with the Wiggles. Firstly, I want to thank everybody for their messages of support in the time that I've been unwell, and most of all, I want to thank my family for standing by me through this very difficult time. To everyone who's ever listened to or seen a Wiggles CD, DVD, or come to a Wiggles concert, a very big thank you. It's provided me with some of my greatest memories to see the children there singing and dancing along to the songs that I love to sing so much. Thank you very much, everyone. I will miss being a part of the Wiggles very much, but this is the right decision because it will allow me to focus on managing my health. Everybody, this is my good friend Sam Moran.
Hi everyone.
Now, in the times that I have been unwell and unable to perform because of this condition, Sam's been doing a great job filling in for me wearing the yellow skivvy. So Sam, thanks very much for doing that, mate.
It's been a pleasure.
And Sam, I know you're going to do a fantastic job going forward into the future as a member of the Wiggles wearing the yellow skivvy. So Sam, right now I'm going to officially hand over the yellow skivvy to the new yellow Wiggle, Sam Moran.
Thanks, Greg.
Sam had received positive reviews with the audience, and with that, the Wiggles could continue for many of more years. 5 years later, in May 2011, Greg Page appeared in an interview on the Australian program Today Tonight, in which it was revealed that his money was running out.
For the first time, Greg Page talks openly about blowing a fortune. The perception is that you are on the verge of bankruptcy.
Yeah.
Now, according to a post on the unofficial Wiggles Reddit, the original poster believed that Greg's near bankruptcy was a factor in his 2012 return, and that Sam was kicked out instead of his contract expiring. In an awkward and bizarre 2012 interview featuring Greg, Anthony, and Jeff, it was evident that Anthony was shaken up by the questions about Sam and Greg's return. And it was funny seeing him try to put words together when it didn't work.
Okay, so you're back. I guess the $64,000 question, Anthony. What about Sam?
What about Sam? Sam was, what do you mean?
Well, Sam until yesterday was
yellow,
Wiggle.
yeah. Well, Sam did a fantastic job, 5 years and 9 years actually, 4 years before that on the road with us. Yeah, so what Sam does now is Sam's. His contract is coming to an end. Do we go stay with Sam? Do we come back with Greg? You know, the energy felt right, that's all.
The newspapers today are full of speculation about things. I guess, and tell me if it's none of my business, but I guess Sam obviously was an employee rather than a full stakeholder in the Wiggles franchise.
I had nothing to do with it, really, Richard.
But Sam was an employee.
Oh, Sam was doing a job, yeah. He was like, if it's a musical, he was doing the role of, you know.
He was a hired hand.
Yeah.
How did, I gather this was news to him?
Yeah, yes, it was news to him, yeah.
How did he take it?
I haven't spoken to him, so I don't know. I've been on holidays.
Or was that a stupid question?
Well, maybe it's not a stupid question because maybe I have to talk to Sam because to actually find out what he thinks. It's not a stupid question at all. But I don't want to speak for a guy I don't know how he felt or what he meant.
So Greg's back on his feet, able to do the job. Sam's contract comes to an end, and you decide to return to the original lineup. Is it as simple as that?
I think it's more about the energy of the Wiggles and just getting together. And it's been good 5 years, but we had 15 years of amazing times. And look, 5 years ago, did we keep going or did we try it again? We got actually a lot of flack for continuing without Greg. Now we're getting flack for continuing with Greg.
Well, you're not getting flack. It's just intriguing. But I mean, you guys are a multi-million-dollar brand.
Yeah.
Sam's obviously got a generation of fans.
That's true.
As well.
Yeah.
Was this a hard decision?
Yeah, it was very difficult.
Yeah. I guess, look, for me, I'm really happy that Greg's come back, and I'm really looking forward to. It wasn't so hard for me because the energy for me was more. I was feeling more like, okay, let's go down the Greg path. That's what I felt.
The difficulty is the challenge of with the new yellow wiggle. There's going to be a lot of children affected, and it's just
true.
Yeah.
Despite that, the Wiggles remain strong as they surpassed 30 years of being a powerful force in children's entertainment. Later that year, Jeff and Murray decided to leave, and Greg as well, despite rejoining earlier that year. Next year, 3 new Wiggles appeared alongside Anthony, and this era of Wiggles continued through 2021 until Emma, the first female Wiggle, decided to step down as the yellow Wiggle. And the lineup currently is Anthony Sahai, Simon Lockie, and the Fruit Salad TV Wiggles, which is basically an additional 4 Wiggles in the same colors. And that was actually supposed to be an attempt at being inclusive, and to be honest, it worked. But I still feel like there's too many Wiggles. But other than that, thank you so much for watching today's episode of the Zay Zay Zone. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please give the episode a big like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys again in the next episode of the Zay Zay Zone. Peace, y'all.